small owner in Revive Supplements.
Right, okay.
Raw is my other baby. I have like a training app.
But seriously, don't spend your money. When you make money in a business, keep it in the business. Don't even put it out and reinvest. Just keep it all in there.
We're chilling in the house. We're all going to dinners. Like, it's...
That's like good energy.
It's raining today, beautiful day, so I don't know what's going on other than we're going to the gym. So see you guys at Revive.
I think you do a great job of that, babe.
I think what's been difficult for me is when I flip into a mode of like work.
Balancing stardom and hidden steroid use. Alright guys, let's dive into the wild world of Chris Bumstead, the classic physique champion who's been rocking the bodybuilding stage and Instagram feeds alike. This Canadian hunk stands at 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighs in the range of 230 to 264 pounds, but that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his stardom. First things first, Chris has conquered the classic Mr. Olympia title not once, not twice, but 4 times. Yep, that's right. He bagged the trophy in 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, following his runner-up spot in 2018. That's one heck of a resume in the bodybuilding world now, isn't it? But here's where things get interesting. You see, Chris isn't just a colossal muscle machine. He's a social media sensation as well. He's got a whopping 15 million Instagram followers and 2.9 million YouTube subscribers. So when he flexes those bulging biceps or shares a glimpse of his workout routines, millions of people are all ears. That's stardom on steroids, no pun intended. Now what's all the fuss about, you might wonder? Well, it's the age-old question of whether Chris Bumstead, this bodybuilding sensation, is juicing up. The rumor mill's been buzzing with speculations about his steroid use, and it's like a never-ending game of is he or isn't he. Imagine the pressure, being a role model to millions while secretly dealing with a hidden steroid addiction. That's where the tricky part comes in. In a world where everyone wants you to be the poster boy for a clean, natural lifestyle, being a professional bodybuilder with a not-so-hidden secret can be a colossal challenge. But Chris Bumstead, he's got to strike a balance. He's got to keep his fans inspired while walking the thin line between public adoration and hidden truths. So as we peel back the layers of his story, it's clear that Chris is juggling the glamour of stardom with the shadowy world of steroid use. It's a tightrope walk that's both fascinating and complex. But hey, that's what makes his story worth exploring.
Got through that Olympia, and that was my first win. I won that Olympia, but as I was saying, I didn't enjoy it.
I picked this question because you used the word control, and that's what I tried to do my whole life. I tried to control certain habits of mine.
And I think we can all learn to have that kind of attitude of just being present and happy and grateful for where we're at.
Small owner in Revive Supplements.
Right, okay.
Raw is my other baby. I have like a training app.
We did the first call outs and they called me out there and I was a little shocked. I was like,
the dark side of imitation. Now let's talk about the not so rosy side of the fitness world where imitation can have dire consequences. You know how it goes. People see these massive bodybuilders and think, I want that. So they hit the gym, start pumping iron, and often decide to dabble in the dark arts of anabolic steroids. It's a tale as old as time, and it rarely ends well. There have been numerous cases of individuals who tried to emulate the jacked physique of their bodybuilding icons only to face disastrous consequences due to steroid misuse. It's like trying to fly a plane without any training, a recipe for disaster indeed. And then there's the heart-wrenching case of a bodybuilder from Surat. This guy, Majal Krishna Kant Kariwala, owned a gym and was a former state-level bodybuilder. He seemed to have it all right, but it all came crashing down when he was found lifeless in his car, apparently due to a steroid overdose. This tragic incident sheds a harsh light on the very real risks associated with imitation in the fitness world. It's like a grim reminder that chasing that perfect body can sometimes lead to a disastrous, even fatal ending. It's a stark cautionary tale for anyone thinking about taking shortcuts on the road to muscle gains. But here's the kicker. It's not just the folks who take steroids recreationally. The illegal sale and misuse of performance-enhancing drugs are rampant in the fitness industry. You've got this underground market where unscrupulous characters peddle these substances like they're candy. It's not just dangerous, it's downright criminal. So when you're thinking about imitating your fitness idols, remember that it's not just about hitting the gym and lifting heavy. It's about making informed decisions, being responsible, and understanding that there's a dark side to chasing those gains, a side that could lead you down a perilous path. Be cautious, be educated, and most importantly, be safe.
And then coming back here, then we have to get all the pills, all the vitamins, all the supplements, all the clothes, and all the dishes and everything out of here.
Sorry, there's one more thing I want to say. The first 2 times I've ever stepped on stage.
So I took it last time and I felt like shit. Gives you anxiety, causes you to put weight gain on.
We're chilling in the house. We're all going to dinners. Like, it's.
That's like good energy.
It's these moments, it's this journey, and like I felt this before having the trophy around my neck. It's a journey.
The weather was humid as hell. I was holding so much water in my ankles I could push on them and it went in like an inch.
Chris's candid admission. So here's where the story takes a twist. Chris Bumstead's candid admission about using anabolic steroids. In a world where steroid use is often hidden or denied, Chris decided to drop the bombshell and tell the world, yep, I've used them. It's a big deal because we're talking about a guy who's not just any bodybuilder, he's a 4-time classic Mr. Olympia champion. In the world of competitive bodybuilding, that's like saying, I'm the king of the mountain. And in that very world, steroid use is as common as protein shakes. You see, it's an open secret that many competitive bodybuilders, even those who have clinched the prestigious Mr. Olympia title, have used steroids. The pressure to be bigger, leaner, and more sculpted than the competition is intense. It's like the unwritten rule. You want to win, you've got to juice up. And that's why Chris's admission is a breath of fresh air in the fitness world. He's saying what we all kind of know, but seldom hear from the horse's mouth. It's like he's holding up a mirror to the industry, showing us the reality and saying, hey, it's time to be honest. Transparency in a sport where steroid use is prevalent is crucial. It's not just about Chris, it's about the countless aspiring bodybuilders who look up to him and think, I want to be like that. If they're going to step into the world of steroids, they need to understand the implications, risks, and the importance of doing it responsibly. So while the fitness world might not be ready for complete disclosure just yet, Chris Bumstead's admission is a step in the right direction. It's a nod to the reality that steroids are part and parcel of competitive bodybuilding, and it's high time we face that truth head on. After all, honesty is the best policy, even when it comes to bicep curls and bench presses.
Like honestly, every single morning I woke up and I was so discouraged with how I looked.
I think you do a great job of that, babe.
I think what's been difficult for me is when I flip into a mode of like work.
To lose that is genuine depth. So they're willing to push themselves to their health to the brink of death. Didn't feel so bad. I think I got 9.
Chris Bumstead's health-first approach. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of Chris Bumstead's steroid journey and how he's approaching it with health at the forefront. You see, Chris has made some calculated moves to ensure he can maintain his physique without putting his well-being on the line. First off, he decided to cut back on the number of compounds he's using. It's like quality over quantity, you know? Instead of throwing a cocktail of chemicals into his body, he's opting for a more streamlined approach. It's not about more is better, it's about what's necessary to achieve his goals while keeping his health intact. He's also let us in on some specific details of his steroid cycle, which is a rare peek behind the curtain. In the off-season, he's taking about 200 mg of testosterone per week, which is kind of in line with what you'd see in hormone replacement therapy, but when it's time to prep for a competition, that dosage might bump up to around 500 mg a week. It's all about calculated adjustments, and he's not playing around with extreme doses. What sets Chris apart is that he's prioritizing his health. It's not just about looking good, it's about being good on the inside too. He's getting regular blood work done to make sure everything is in check. That's a level of responsibility that often goes overlooked in the world of steroid use. This approach is a stark contrast to the more is better mentality that some bodybuilders adopt. Chris Bumstead is proving that you can have a successful bodybuilding career without going to the extreme, all while focusing on your own well-being.
Immediately found there was a little bit of excess everything in my urine and it wasn't looking good, but we were waiting for all the other results back.
Platform to do what we love. I appreciate it so much. The Manions Jim, Steve, Tyler, all you guys.
My body's already falling apart. My body's actually feeling better.
Raining today, beautiful day, so I don't know what's going on other than we're going to the gym. So see you guys at Revive.
I think it's something that's really going to help me excel this year into this prep. So the goal is to build this whole thing out. And like row movements, I'm trying to be like really strong right now. So goal is just be strong as fuck.
Diet, dedication, and discretion. As we round up the Chris Bumstead story, we can't ignore his relentless emphasis on the role of diet in achieving his awe-inspiring physique. It's not just about hitting the gym and lifting heavy. It's about what you put in your body too. Chris is known for his disciplined approach to nutrition, which is a crucial factor in his success. While the world of steroids is intriguing, Chris reminds us that dedication is equally important. You can't just expect to inject your way to greatness. It takes hard work, sweat, and years of dedication to craft a physique like this. It's a daily grind, and that's the part that often goes unnoticed in the glamorized world of bodybuilding. Then comes the big bold D word, discretion. Chris Bumstead has chosen to share some insights into his steroid use, but not every aspiring bodybuilder needs to follow suit. It's a personal choice, and it's one that should be made with careful consideration. So as we wrap up, it's important to remember that Chris's story isn't just about him. It's a reflection of the choices and consequences in the world of bodybuilding.
If I wanted a burger because I missed some stuff, if I was getting a burrito from Chipotle, like whatever, just like getting in calories. And then coming back here, then we have to get all the pills, all the vitamins, all the supplements, all the clothes, and all the dishes and everything out of here.
But seriously, don't spend your money. When you make money in a business, keep it in the business. Don't even put it out and reinvest. Just keep it all in there.
We did the first call outs and they called me out there and I was a little shocked. I was like,
This is the future home of the 2023-2024 and beyond Olympia Prep Series.
While he has been candid about his steroid use, it's ultimately a reminder that individuals must prioritize their health and understand the implications of their decisions. Well guys, that does it for this video. See you next time, and bye for now.